Good morning everyone, and welcome to another Rollercoaster Joasters vlog. I am here today at West Midlands Safari. As you can see, get you back from there. And yeah, I'm just waiting to go in at the moment. I'll be this park I've never been to before, so 3 new credits for me to get today, including my final Vekoma of the UK, a couple of spinning wild mouse today, and a couple of other unique flat rides to this park. It was also home to a safari, as entitled in the name, and I'll be giving you a rundown of that via my GoPro and showing you all the animals they have on offer, and just showing you what this park is all about. Like I said before, it is my first time visiting, so I'm quite excited for it, and it is also the last of the looping group parks that I've been to, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love Drayton Manor and also Pleasurewood Hills, and I'm just hoping it's going to be a good day. So yeah, come along and enjoy in the vlog. If you want to, please like, comment, subscribe if you feel free to, and yeah, let's get on with the vlog. Here we go into the safari. Sorry about that. The GoPro is not entirely stable in this car, I'm discovering. Yeah, that's alright. Here we have I believe some gazelles. Really interesting. As you can see. Sweet. Now, I'm not a massive fan of touching animals myself, so I'm not going to be feeding them, unfortunately, because I have my own feelings about that. I think it's personally wrong. That's just my opinion. You can touch them if you want, but just my own personal thing. Anyway, cute little animals. Despite them being in cages, they are still wild animals. You have to always respect wild animals because they are fairly dangerous. And over here we have some rhinos. Pretty cool. And you can see some zebras in the camera. I don't know. See some. Some more rhinos over to your left hand side, as you can see there. You can see inside the camera. And a couple of yaks, I believe. Yaks or buffaloes or something. I'm not entirely sure on some of the names. Some of the animals I do know, but some I don't actually know, so please bear with me. Yeah. But they could do some serious damage if you're not careful. I'll move the camera if I have to with it, and just to get some better shots of the animals. Come on, crows. I want to run you over. There you go. Out the way. Slowly going along with the safari. Here you can see the keepers are out to keep safety. Safety is always paramount. You can see the rhinos over there and the gazelles. Again. I do like safaris. Ooh. There's a rhino over there. Just charging on. Pretty awesome. do have a favourite animal, but when I see them, I'll let you know. Here's a hint, they're solitary. They got claws. I'm not going to go too fast around here. I don't want to rush. Take my time. Over there you can see some giraffes. I'll probably get a closer shot of them later on. And there's a zebra. Marvellous animals, aren't they? Let me just stop here for a little bit. Some shots of them. Gorgeous, aren't they? Those stripes are actually used for camouflage. Because when they are in the wild, predators can't see them. So, because they camouflage in the bushes. Yeah. Nice little greeting. Hello. Gorgeous animals, aren't they? Nice close-up of a zebra. You never know with wild animals. It's always interesting. Anyhow, I think we'll carry on through. Mindful that they are animals. Excuse me, out of the way. I'm very careful not to hit things off. I've never actually done a safari before, so this is a first time experience for me. It's always nice doing something like new, isn't it? No animals can see through here, so let's carry on. Now of course Drayton Manor also has got animals as well, so Looping Group have got a lot of experience with animals, as you can clearly see with this park. They also own a couple of parks abroad, I believe have animals too. There's some rams to your left, just riding up. Nothing over there I can see. There's some buffaloes and bulls. I was watching an episode of Clarkson's Farm here yesterday, and they had some cows and a bull. Pretty intimidating, to be honest, but hey ho. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal in the world, reaching speeds of up to 70 miles an hour, as fast as a car. Now this is the point where you really got to be careful. Don't ever open the door when you're around carnivores, because they will get you and they will eat you. Even though they are in cages, it doesn't take the fact that they got wild instincts. Cheetah? Now fun fact, cheetahs don't actually survive very long in captivity, because if they don't have open plains, then they do stress, and they do unfortunately pass away pretty early, which is unfortunate. So they never really need rescuing. And another fun fact is that cheetahs are the second largest cat that can meow and purr, believe it or not, with cougars being the largest that can. something gorgeous. Hey, on. A nice lie down in the grassy plains. Must have all had their breakfast so far. Nice carnivore meat. So yeah, they're looking pretty content and happy. Don't look very fearful at all. But anyhow, we'll continue on. Ooh. Here's another cheetah. This one looks to be more a male. It's slightly bigger than the other one. So I'm guessing the other one's a female. You can generally tell by the gender of the cats because females are a lot smaller than the males most of the time. Not all of the time, they can be sometimes bigger, but most of the time they are smaller. Land of the painted dogs. Now, cheetahs are from Africa, but also painted dogs are from Africa, in fact. Yeah, and when you're in here, you need to keep your windows locked at all times. I don't know if you see them, but there's like some chains on the floor. That's to prevent the animals getting too close to the door. And in we go into the carnival section. Where are these painted dogs? I'm not much of a dog person myself, but always see them. I've always preferred cats. I've always owned a cat. There they are. Now, I don't know nearly as much about dogs as I do cats, but dogs do hunt in packs, of course. Yeah, if you still can see over there. Of painted dogs. But the gate is going to open, and we have to drive on through. There's towers everywhere, keeping people safe. Optional off-road track. Should we go and do that? Should we go and do that? I think we'll go and do that. There we go. The gates are now open, and now we're entering into lion territory. And I ain't lying. Unintended. I think we've got a higher chance of looking at the off-road track. It's optional, I believe. It says an optional off-road track. You can get some closer views of the painted dogs. Apologies for the first part of the safari tour. but my fan was on, I realised, on my car, so it may have generated a bit of noise. And look at that. A nice lion statue. Should be called Simba Rock. Because Simba means lion. Isn't it? But it's what it would be like in the wild. Oh, and there's lions, I see them. There's the lions. Of course. Try and get as close as I can. Then we can see there the mighty lion. There he is. King of the jungle, though he's more king of the savannah. There's a lioness over there. See, there's another male lion. And fun facts about the male lions, the reason they got the mane is because it shows the females how much testosterone they are producing. So the more testosterone they are producing, the more likely the male lion is to protect its pride. Look at him chowing on that piece of meat. Yeah, so if the lion was to be fixed in any way, it would lose all its mane. Oh. Yeah. And there's the lioness. I'm surprised she's actually getting any food at the moment, because the male lions use their size and power to dominate the females over the food, because they are in top of the pecking order, so they always get to eat first. They do. So yeah, just fun fact. Ooh, off shot. Yeah. Look at it. It's awesome. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. Oh, sorry. Little cart. Maybe this trail was not such a good idea, but oh, someone's parked in front of the line. No matter, we can get zooming on the other line. Way over there. Ooh. I feel like I'm in the safari, you know. Yeah. Now, of course, many big cats are solitary by nature, but fun fact about lions is they are the actual only big cat that are actually social. They live in groups called prides, and the reason they live in prides is to where they live in Africa, there is a lot of big, powerful predators, so they have developed over the years and evolved to live in prides, as it means taking down prey much bigger than they are. Which is another reason you should not get out of the car, because if you think they're not, because they are not pets. If you think you can pet a lion, then you're mad, because these guys can take down elephants, which are 10 times their size. Yeah, there's a cool lioness. Roll, roll. That's their signature noise, grumbling. And lions also have, another fact about lions, is they have the loudest roar out of any big cat. And of course the only cats that can actually roar are the lions, tigers, leopards and jaguars. and those are the only 4, but lions happen to be the loudest, even though they are not the biggest, because the biggest is the tiger, which we should be able to see some of later on in the safari. God, he does look beautiful. Chewing on that meat. I'm sorry if you're feeling a bit squeamish, but it's what carnivores do. They eat meat. They need meat. They're not vegans. They're not vegetarians. They require meat, as it's not good for them. Getting the zoom in shot on the female lioness. Gorgeous animals. Now, of course, the only reason they are in captivity is because they were bred into captivity, because if you didn't know, cats that are born in cages can never be set free. So, and they don't help in any way with conservation in the world. There you go. Another shot of the lions. One more shot. Ooh. One more shot of these glorious big cat, the king. Oh, sorry about these cars. I should have gone down the normal road, but I just wanted to try something new, you know? You never know until you try things. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to move on, and I'll put you back onto the GoPro so you can see the rest of the tour. Really gorgeous animal, though. Really, really gorgeous animal. There you can see some lionesses chowing down. I'll get another zoom in shot on the big camera. So hang on a second. Some more shots of lionesses chowing down. These actually look like babies, actually, because they're a bit smaller. That one doesn't. That may be the mother. That one there may be the mother. Yeah, they're all enjoying their morning breakfast. Looks like bone leg today. There. Another female lionesses. And this is why you say that this is why they don't make good pets. Because you see how big those drums are. Imagine what they could do to your hand if you're not careful. Your hands are basically 10 times smaller than those. So yeah, I highly recommend never petting a lion, even though they are glorious animals. Because beneath those mouths are huge canine teeth. And you don't want them going into you, because they're like knives. But they are incredible animals. The black tips on the end of the tails, by the way, is also, as I'll see the zoom in there, they're actually for when they got cubs. Then the cubs will look at that and they'll follow it. It's kind of like a track it in a way to allow them to see what they're doing. Anyway, I'm going to continue onwards, and I'll see you guys in a minute. So leaving the lion enclosure now. Lions are, big cats are my favourite animal. I should mention that now. Now that we've seen them and see them quite a bit, big cats are my favourite. Look at the theming. Yeah, there's a lion either side. This is a really good park, or safari park. I don't know how the rides are going to run, but I'll find out soon enough later on in the vlog. The gates are required because if there weren't any gates, it may end up being very dangerous. They've got to close the other gates before opening up these ones. Now looking of course into the other lion enclosure. There's a platform there, so form of enrichment. Because it does get very boring for animals that can roam hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of square miles. Oh, glorious waterfall. Isn't that not lovely? Now, I'm gonna have to say this, but the only way you can get a white lion is through inbreeding. That's the only way to get a white lion, as it's a genetic flaw in their genes that causes the white pigmentation. Yeah, so white lions are not natural in the wild. Because in the wild, the mother would actually kill a white lion, or if any, that goes the same for tigers as well. Any animals that are of a different colour, they will actually kill, because they would not be able to survive in the wild, and they would know it too. Yeah, it seems like all the animals are enjoying their breakfast. Then the both lions will be sleeping for about 20 hours out of the day, because lions basically wake up, hunt, kill, sleep for 20 hours. Now that sounds like heaven, but in the wild it's not so easy getting meat, especially when you're by yourself in the lion world. Like before, I'll get a couple of close-up shots for you. There you go. The white lions. Barbary sheep. Suppose they're next to the lions, because well, they would want to eat them for their dinner. That cage only being single cage, which is pretty dangerous really, because they could they can hurt each other through the fence. But there they are, Barbary sheep. Got the horns on there. Those horns are for defense, but they're also for attracting mates as well when it's breeding season. There's some more Barbary sheep. I suppose on a hot day, but it is opening day today, so the watering hole. Can get some refreshments. Now we're into the wild woods. Now you must keep your windows and all your car locked for this part, as I said before, because you will be their breakfast if you're not careful. Yeah, it's down there. Must be some over here. Yep. There's one. A dhole. Gorgeous animal. There you go. To get into the next area. This is honestly amazing. It really is. It's like it's such a good safari because there's theming. It's all natural landscaping. The only thing here is the only one thing that's not natural really is the fence. But besides that, it's a really nice place to be. And of course, I'm not just here for the safari. I am a roller coaster enthusiast, theme park enthusiast, so I will be going on the rides in a bit. It seems we're in the wild ages again now. If I didn't know any better, and I think I do, I would say we're about to encounter some animals from Asia, including the big tiger, hopefully. There's the Asian rhino, heavily armoured creature, but surprisingly the skin's not very durable actually. Oh, no, I'll tell a lie, the skin is durable, but I was thinking of hippos, sorry about that. But yeah, rhinos, they got heavily armoured skin, but they can't actually see very well, so if you're ever being chased by a rhino, head into a forest. The rhino will not follow you as it cannot see you. It doesn't see very well, which is why it's so aggressive. There you go. There's a little nice watering hole for the animals. It's always nice for them to get a drink out of a fresh bit of water. It's always nice to have a bit of fresh water, isn't it? Indeed. To be a railway. Not entirely sure what line that exactly is, but yeah, little railway. Runs alongside here. I'm assuming it's the main line, the Peterborough to Birmingham line, but I could be mistaken. Actually, probably not that line. Actually, just thinking about it. I'm going to try something new, so bear with me. Yes. That doesn't even look very good on this one. But yeah. See over there? Some animals. Some buffalo looking animals. You also have... Actually, it'll probably be a bit better on the other camera, so bear with me a second. Yeah, some nice little creatures down here. Lovely little cute little gazelle-like things. I'm not entirely sure what they are. Maybe deer, I'm not entirely sure. And then there's some buffaloes, it looks like, over there. Sorry if this is not the best shot in the world, but it's very tricky to drive, and what's happening? It's very tricky to drive and do that at the same time. Believe you me, it's very hard to multitask as I'm trying to drive uphill, but mind you, and get some shots as well. There's an actual deer, I think. There. Look at that. Some deers. Looks like there's some stags as well. The one with the horns, I'm assuming, is a stag. There's only one stag, because otherwise 2 stags probably would fight over the domination. And yeah, let's continue onwards into wild Asia. Some animals I do know quite a bit about, some I don't, so please bear with me. Of course, natural animals of the UK do come in and out. The animals don't tend to bother them, especially the carnivores, because the carnivores are quite well fed and they know it's not worth the reward to waste the energy on such a small animal for such the amount of effort it takes. Asian lowlands. Now I think we're in tiger territory, and there's a white tiger there, which, like I said before, the only way to get white animals is through inbreeding, which is not good, because you exploit the animal. And here we go. There's some elephants. They are massive. The largest land creature on Earth. I'm much better at filming roller coasters, it's fair to say. Oh, and there's the tiger. I'll get some better shots of it with the other camera. But yeah, tiger. It's a white tiger sleeping. They sleep about 8 hours of the day, so I'm assuming he or she, I'm not entirely sure on the gender, but they've had their breakfast this morning and now they're having a dozing nap. And white tigers are man-made, they're not naturally in the wild, as the mothers will kill the cub if it is white, because it won't survive. And even so, it's very rare that they would ever be white in the first place. Another thing with these tigers is they're solitary by nature. If you saw the lions, there was quite a few of them. Tigers, however, they like to have their own space and their own peace, which most tigers are solitary by nature. Anyway, I'm going to continue onwards now, and let's continue on with the tour. As you can see, there's another tiger dozing. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to switch to the main camera now, so this may be a bit wobbly, as my GoPro, which can do 4K footage, is currently overheated for some reason. I've got no idea why, but while it's cooling off, I'll have to use this camera. It's not the best in the world while driving. There's Sumatran tigers, and that's what a normal tiger would look like. Orange with black stripes and white. Oh, here we go. There you go. A nice tiger setting. It's a tiger. There's some lovely deers down there. As you can see, all the deers are over there. Me deers. Yeah. I'm really enjoying this actually. Nice peaceful day out at West Midlands Safari Park. And there's some more deers there, as you can see. One right next to me. You do have to keep in mind that these animals are dangerous and they can damage your car if you're not careful. Another deer over there. Oh dear. I'm full of puns today, aren't I? Realistically. Yeah, I'll carry her around and I'll see if I can find any more animals. Oh, there's one. Oh, he's got massive horns, hasn't he? Yeah. I should allocate the camera rolling. And there you go. Some nice deers. Blow me deers. Very punny. Would you look at that, it's starting to rain. Anyway, onwards. There's a bunch of other deers. There you go. There's some seagulls and some geese, which I'm assuming are not part of this safari, but they're always nice to see, aren't they? Any animal's nice. There's some deers in the shed. Sorry about the blurry footage, but my window's steaming up. Do not feed. So that's a warning, do not wind your windows down. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to the tiger enclosures like we do with the lions, but tigers are always nice to see. And that's the tiger enclosure down there, as you can see. Seems like someone's got a hump down there. Over there. Nice. Zoo animals are lovely, aren't they? So majestic. The way they can just sit there and not just pay no attention to you. Yeah, you don't really want to feed a zebra, to be honest with you. Zebras are quite powerful animals. Oh, got out of shot. Sorry. I do apologise for the shaky footage and the way the footage looks, but I can't really help it because I am driving and my GoPro is acting up. See the animal? Just there, minding our own business. I assume it's a she because she hasn't got very big horns. Yeah, and it all looks so natural too. It just looks like a massive farm, this safari park. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. The enclosures are really wide. They're really big. It's everything you really want in a safari. Shut it down, Chelsea. I don't know if you can see it over there, but there is an elephant. The largest land mammal in the world. I do believe that West Midlands Safari does come with some lodges you can stay in, I think, for quite a big buck. But Yeah, I'm not sure, but these look like they're a living accommodation, so you can live with the animals, which would be pretty cool. Similar to the way the Aztec Hotel at Chessington's set up, really. Yeah, I was hopping on to mentioning that they do actually provide lodges here, so if you're coming from far away, you can stay on site, which is cool. There's some more deers. Hello, my deers. There's a zebra. So many animals here. It's such little time. And I'll point in the direction of the rides in a minute when we get to them. So yeah, I'll speak to you when I'm near the rides. Hello. Look how close you can get to some of these animals. It's huge. He or she could really do some damage to you if they wanted to. It's not hard for them to do damage. Even to your car they could do damage to. So you've got to be very careful when you're around these types of animals. And yeah, the rides are all over there. And I'm going to them very shortly, hopefully. As I'll be coming up later in the vlog. Oh, such gorgeous animals, aren't they? There's the better view of the lodges I was talking about. I think people stay in them and get to be with the animals. So yeah, and these look pretty peculiar, don't they? Little lanky deers. Quite adorable, really, aren't they? I don't want to scare them, so I'm going to drive extra slowly and keep my voice down. And then the ones with the horns, I believe, are male, and the ones that don't have horns are female. Look at them, gazelles. Hello. Ah, such very cute creatures. Sorry if the screen is a bit blurry there. It's starting to rain a bit. It's not good for me because I'm going to be going outside in a moment. But here we are. And the rides, I believe, are over there, so I'm going to go and see what they're all about. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and park up and find my way about. So, yeah, let's get on with it. I'll go ahead and mention there is a map to West Midlands Safari, so you can see all the bits we trekked, all the way down there. So yeah, it is a massive safari, this park. And yeah, I just thought I'd hop on. I mentioned that before heading towards the park. So after the safari tour is now over, I'm heading into the park now, which is right through this gate. So I'll show you. I'll spin you around. There you go. Yep, welcome. Everyone's always welcome. Looping Group Park. There's an African Trading Company. Bit of merch. Picnics. Some sweet shops. Some food as well. All the standard theme park affair. Here's a map of the park. Lost City Food Court. It's really well done, actually. I'm pretty impressed so far. There's the Frisbee, which I'm going to hopefully go on. There's a wacky worm here. There's the Vekoma Junior coaster called Rhino Coaster. And the Monkey Mayhem should be on here somewhere. Where is it? I'm not entirely sure where it is, but... Oh! Monkey Mayhem's next to the Rhino Coaster. Anyway, I'm going to head my way down to that now. And that's touring along. This video is definitely a developing vlog style. I'm still not quite used to it, but I'm kind of had a bit of a better idea. Maybe less of my face and more of the surroundings means more footage for you guys. So yeah, I'm going to head into the Discovery Trail right now, as you can see just there, and see what this park has to offer. So yeah, let's head into it, into the zoo area here. We have lovely penguins, chin-strapped penguins it looks like, I believe. You can see the black stripe on them. That's where they get the name, chin strap.
Look how deep that is. Yeah.
And their habitat looks very nice.
Mummy, look.
Very natural to what they would be in the wild. Here's the bat review area. I'm going to take you into this. See what there is to on offer. I'm not sure how much it is going to be. Swimming around, minding their own business. Yep, we'll get some more views of this. Different angle. Fish. Lovely. And side of chips. That's the Vampire Cave. Just come out to the Penguin Bay area, or Penguin Cove. Sorry if I get the names mixed up, but the only thing I really do know is that the coast names and the flat rides, as that is my hobby. Seacoast and Discovery Zone. But I think I'm going to head over to the coasters first, as I've never seen them before in my life. So I would like to go and see them, wherever they are. Might also do some other attractions along the way.
Yeah, I want to do the Gold Coast before the big race. I want to do...
May as well do the Ice Age. Right, habitat right now. Lorikeet Landing, I'm sure they got inspired by Chessington for that.
Dad.
And we have some dinosaurs. Dimetron Don.
That's what
Gorgon Nops. Plateosaurus. Stegosaurus. And Tyrannosaurus Rex, of course. And then
okay, so they are.
it's all through time
2009
till present day with the Komodo dragon. Then volcanoes. Volcanoes are pretty dangerous, but that is actually the part that's the deadly part of that volcanoes is the pyroclastic flow, not the actual lava itself that actually comes out of the volcanoes. That's the dangerous bit, because if you breathe that in, that can turn you into dust. Entering the volcano now, highly unrecommended in real life, but luckily there's magma. Because if you didn't know, lava is only the bit that comes out of the volcano. Magma is the bit that's actually inside it. That's a misconception. And here you go. Plants sprouting. Lava on volcanic ash. Filled and eruptions. And due to climate change, this is what it used to look like.
Every time the volcano erupts,
Nutrients.
It was much warmer.
are added to the soil.
Then vegetation became sparse and glacial and present day. And fun fact, farmers actually do most of the work to look after the landscapes. Then you got some life-size animatronics of dinosaurs. Pretty cool. The dinosaur up there, too. Yeah, it's incredible theming. This reminds me a lot of the Dino Trail at Drayton Manor. It does, so which will be coming up at some point in the near future, because Drayton Manor is set to reopen as it is February soon. But I've got a couple of other events to go to first. May as well go and have a little track up here. There's the looks like a dodo bird. And then South America. Definitely a bucket list country of mine, because there's several coasters I want to go on a ride over there. You got mammoths, saber-tooth cats. And look at those teeth. Compare it to my hand size. Those teeth are bigger than my hand. So yeah, if you wouldn't want any of these as a pet, would you? Which this Smilodon is that cat there. They would be pretty dangerous if they still existed. Thank God that they don't. Giant beasts. And there's the safari over there, as you saw earlier in the vlog. It's a pretty awesome place, this, isn't it? Great for families and great just to have a nice day out, really, particularly. And then over here, I don't know if you saw it just a moment ago. So there's a Komodo dragon down there in all its glory. And I think we're going to head into Northern Europe now. So let's get into Northern Europe. You have, of course, the mammoths, ravens, vultures, lions. You have the cave bear. Then you have the mammoths with the volcano in the background. It looks pretty cool, actually. It looks really well maintained, actually. And even though desert, these are frozen lands, fun fact, the ice is actually considered a desert, actually, because deserts mean it's a dry place, and icy terrain is actually dry, so technically it is a desert, because that's what desert means, dry. There's a woolly mammoth. Huge creatures they were back in the day, a long time ago, long before I existed. And then now there's a skull of a mammoth. Huge. There's a little tunnel around that I think youngsters can go down into. And hunter-gatherer. Pathological Stone Age tools. And these are the tools that we used to use back in the day. Spears, axes, but maybe a bowler. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. But yeah, this walkthrough is really fantastic. Brilliant little park this is. I highly recommend it. So, from what I've seen just so far. And yeah, I think I'll go to the Lorikeet landing in a bit. But it looks like there's a river ride, and I don't actually know if it's a log flume at all. But I need to go and figure out where to get the ride passes from. So I'll see you guys in a minute while I figure that out. So now I'm heading down to get my ride wristband for the day, so I can get plenty of rides on all of the flat rides and coasters and that are here that this park offers. So yeah, I'm gonna head down there and I'll be back in a moment. The main rides area of the park. You can see a bunch of rides, including the Huss Frisbee, it looks like. There looks to be a log flume, a drop tower. Oh, there's quite a few rides here. Dumbos. You got a Zamperla, what's it called? Zamperla Disco over there. Yeah, and this log flume looks pretty good. Venom. I love the drop tower's got Venom. Wild river rafting. Very nice, cool. Yeah. So far, I'm really enjoying this park. Doesn't seem like a whole lot's open, but oh, I just spotted the coaster going around that. One of them at least. I'm after. I don't know if the other one is operating, but I'll go and see. and I'm looking for my tickets. So yeah, I'll be back at the end finding my way around the park. I've found out where the wristbands are. It's just in past the past Frisbee, and it's right in front of you. Completely missed it. I don't know how, but I completely missed it. Anyway, I'll get my wristband. So after that bit of a debacle, finding my wristband, I can now finally start riding some rides. I've got I'm gonna head straight for the coasters, I think, and then I'm gonna try and do some of the flats and maybe some other rides as well. It looks like they've got quite a wide variety. They've got flat rides, dark. There's one dark ride I've spotted, and a couple of water rides too. As well as that, there's also 3 credits to get as well for myself today. So yeah, it should be nice, including a drop tower. So yeah, it's really a full-on park. Really, I'm really impressed so far. The amount of detail there is, the theming, everything is fantastic so far. So hopefully the rides live up to the expectation of them being nice, smooth rides. But anyway, I'm gonna get on with it. Footage there from Monkey Mayhem, which is just behind me, and now it's time for a very special ride for me today. I spoke about it earlier, but this is my last Vekoma I need in the UK before I've done them all. I've done after I've got this credit on Rollercoaster, which is just behind me here, as you can see. I would have done every Vekoma in the UK. That's including Fusion, Odyssey, Kumali, Maximus, Accelerator, Velociraptor, Flight of the Pterosaur, and there may be a 1 or 2 I'm missing. And Wipeout. Yeah, those are all the ones that I've done in the UK. So yeah, may as well go for a ride.
There they are.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're getting on.
It's actually a really good family coaster, that is. Rhino coaster, pretty smooth. Not many jerky transitions on it, but there are a couple, but that's to expect with an older Vekoma. And yeah, it's quite a good coaster. And actually, fun fact about that area, I'm not 100% sure where it was, But over in that direction, or I believe next to the pirate ship, there was once a Vekoma boomerang here, which doesn't sound that unremarkable, but you got to bear in mind we only have 3 Vekoma boomerangs in the UK, so now we've only got 1. It's kind of special, really. I don't know why they got rid of it, because it was their headlining attraction, but yeah, it's a fun fact for you. They used to have a Vekoma boomerang, which is always nice, because Vekoma boomerangs are really intense. And they are the 4th most intense coaster in the world, believe it or not, joint 4th with Mindbender and Olympia Lubin. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to try out this little haunted house thing. I haven't heard tales, it's not the best, but I'll come off and give you my opinion of it. Colour me impressed. That was an awesome dark ride. Several cool effects on that dark ride, haunted house. Of course, it's nowhere near as good as, say, what Terra Castle is, or the Ghost Train at Blackwall Place Beach. But yeah, Dr. Umbil's Catacombs, yeah, pretty good dark ride. The highlight scenes for me, there was a guy thrown up in there that had like water effects coming out, and also the Frankenstein in there, which yeah, sorry for spoilers, but the Frankenstein had a screen behind it that had like a electricity effects, which was really cool. So yeah, awesome dark ride. Highly recommend doing it if you are coming to this park. But anyway, on to the final credit of the day for myself. So let's get to it. Here's the final credit of the day for myself. It's a wacky worm, of course, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm going to get some off-road shots of this, and then I am going to ride it, I think. So yeah, I'll get some off-road shots with just your standard run-of-the-mill wacky worm. And there's the Zamperla as well, which I might also have a go on in a second. So yeah, I'm going to get onto it.
Okay, there, barriers coming up now. Please do not assist them in any way. They will come up on their own as they're all automatic. They will be controllable back. Perfectly normal.
This wacky worm, which is the final credit of the day, so now I've got all 3, bringing my total coaster credit count up to 333, which is awesome. And now I'm going to see some other rides, and like this gorgeous flat ride here. You get a bit of off-road footage of that. Clearly not a rip-off of Lion King, not at all. Yeah, it's a good looking like a balloon style ride, that's what it is. Balloon style. Then you have this gorgeous lake here. Oh, this park's amazing. It may not have the big thrills like at other parks, but sometimes sometimes you don't need big thrills to have a good time. Sometimes a park is all about just relaxing, taking in the atmosphere. And that's one of the reasons I love theme parks so much, is because the atmosphere, the theming, the presentation of it all comes together into one nice little box. It does. I'm just going to have a little look what's down here, because there seems to be some construction work on for something. And I'll put some other off-road footage for you in a little bit, but right now we're going to have a little look at the African village. So yeah, coming into the African village, you can see there's a few animals here. Got the gift shop, and you got meerkats. Meerkats are always lovely, aren't they? Compare the market.com. Simple. Yeah, that's my interpretation of it. But yeah, those black eyes that they have is to protect them from the sun. They all have their own warning call, like that one at the top, that meerkat. Let me see it. That meerkat there. He or she is the caller. So if there's any danger, they'll call the entire lot and hide under their burrows. Oh, hello. Stand to attention. Can also stand on 2 feet, which is quite funny to see. So yeah, the rides are all over there, of course, and then yeah, there's some more plants. That's the dark ride just there. You come over to there's more meerkats over here. Oh, meerkat talks at 3 o'clock. I might come over to that. Lovely little meerkat. Get a non-glass shot. Adorable little creatures. The burrow looking after the pups, they won't emerge until they are at least a month old. The foragers on the hunt for worms, ant grubs, crickets, eggs, scorpions and other tasty morsels. Bolt hole. Meerkats dive in here for safety when alerted and only emerge when the danger has passed. Sentry looks out for danger. If it spots a predator, it will bark or whistle. A group or mob of meerkats will work together to avoid being eaten. Each animal has a job to do. The danger. Martial eagle high in the sky, hunting for food. So yeah, that's some of the merch. Oh, nice looking stuff, isn't it? Lima Woods. If I'm allowed to, I'm not entirely sure if I am, but if I am, I'll go and show you.
Mum, can I tell you something? Huh? Lions only sleep for
Please do not bring any single green pieces of wood, stick to pathways, and do not attempt to touch the lemurs. Please use the hand sanitizer.
Here we go. Into the lemur enclosure.
For around 20 to 25 years, our oldest lemur in the park is a ringtail. His name is Irish. If you follow us on social media, you will know that we have just thrown him a 21st birthday party. He's the one just walking up the hill. He's the one who was telling the red bellies off. So the one at the back just walking up. So we do class Irish as quite an old man, being 21. However, isn't currently showing any signs of his age really, and in captivity they can live up into their late 20s, 30s. So Irish is also our dominant male for our ringtail troop and our ex-breeding male, which means that he's the dad, and he's dad to 11 of the 13, so all but himself and Matilda, who is one of the moms. But he does have a total of 25 children, and the rest are moved to different collections as part of the breeding program. So his genes are now well represented in the captive populations, and that is one of the reasons why we no longer breed from our ringtails.
I'm not allowed to.
Lots and lots of lemurs around here. A lot of rides too. Fantastic park, this really is such a good park. It's got such a good atmosphere. The rides are fantastic all here, and the animals have got massive enclosures. What more can you not love about this park? I can't believe I left it this long to come to this park. I mean, it's kind of off the beaten path, and Drayton Manor is much closer to home for me. But yeah, I mean, there's no other ways. Looping Group probably is the second best, or maybe even the best company in the UK now. It's on the fine line between Merlin and Looping Group. So yeah. Anyway, I've spotted some developments that are going on over here, and I am going to show you to them now. So yeah, let me get to it. We've got some exciting new developments going on. This former goat walk, unfortunately, is now gone. But in its place, something new is coming. I'm not entirely sure what, but maybe some new animals are on the way. Maybe themed to Africa. Who knows what is coming? But all we know, something big is definitely coming. Because I mean, that is a massive enclosure, and if that's some sort of house to store the animals in, or for the home animals to live in, then I'm going to say it's going to be some pretty big. So yeah, we'll wait until the future to see what this development brings us. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to show you some more shots of the park, and I think we're going to go and head on for some lunch after a ride on the frisbee. Yes, that's it. So yeah, here we go. Africa, there's this Boy Giggly Park, which is a little play area for people to come and enjoy. And then over here is where the development's happening. Yeah, something definitely big is coming. But what it is, I do not know. But we shall see in the near future. So here's the Boy Giggly Park. Yeah, it's a pretty good play park, it looks like. It's, I wouldn't say it's on par with Wixie Park. Wixie Park is called best play parks for youngsters in the UK. But yeah, it's certainly not a bad area, this. So highly recommend. It's a very good family park. This very good for families. And this is a route that the kind of Drayton Manor is taking, Family Thrill Park. It's going to be a step above this, but it's going to be a step below the likes of Alton Towers, which is kind of good, really. You got your very family park, you got your Family Thrill Park, and then you also got your Extreme Park. So yeah, exciting times ahead for the UK theme parks. I'm going to head on to Frisbee after. On my way, I thought I'd stop by this enclosure right here, as apparently it has a tiger in it somewhere. And of course I've told you that tigers are my favourite species of mammal, but where the tiger is, I do not know, unfortunately. Gotta have a really keen eye in this angle, but maybe over here I'll be able to see it much better, as it may be actually indoors. Similar sort of setup to what Drea Manor's got, although Drea Manor's enclosure is nowhere near as big for their single tigress. So yeah, I better go and have a little look. Tigers actually hunt. Whenever they hunt in the wild, they aim for the neck of the animal they're trying to get. They get their food by hunting deer, pigs, and that's their main prey. And this is how they scent mark. So when you see them clawing, or your house cat clawing, then that means they're marking territory. They also rub and pee over everything to claim it as their territory. And then production 2 to 5 cubs around every year, 2 years, which in captivity they are bedbred, which leads to all kinds of different diseases. And you have a little look at the tiger's teeth. Very scary. You don't want to mess with an angry tiger. There's this is how they carry their cubs. The mother grabs the scruff of the neck with the gentlest touch, and the cub goes into like a trance. It does. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm really enjoying today, to be honest. I loved it last week when I was at Portland's Park, but this is like another great park for the UK. The UK's got so many good family parks, and yes, I do prefer the likes of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, the Fancy Island, but this has got so much more of a vibe to it. And I'm going to see if I can spot the tiger. Doesn't look like he or she is available today, but that's fine. It's nice just to go for a walk sometimes. She might even be in that little hut there. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, I'll keep you posted about it. So unfortunately I couldn't find the tiger, but now I think I'm going to go and go on the Zamperla Disco coaster. Whether you can class it as a cred or not is debatable, but I personally don't, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I'm going to have a little ride on this Zamperla Disco. So yeah, let's get on to it. Awesome ride there on Kong, that's it, Kong. Awesome ride there on Kong. The Zamperla Disco Coaster, or whatever we want to call it. That's what they call it in the manufacturers' guilds. But anyway, there's a couple of rides not operating today. This octopus looking ride, that's not operating today. And also, unfortunately, the one that I really wanted to get on, Venom, just there. The SBF drop tower, I believe it is not operating today, unfortunately. I was really hoping it was, but unfortunately, you can't have everything in the world, can you? But the rest of the rides that I wanted to get on are open. So next up, I think I'm going to head over to do the Huss Frisbee, and then I'm going to head on for some lunch because I'm starving. So yeah, let's get on with it. Here's the Huss Frisbee. It's called Black Fly, and yeah, hopefully this is pretty intense. And then our good old fashioned Huss Frisbee, the best one I've been on was at Movie Park Germany. So yeah, let's see how this one rides. Hopefully it rides as well as that one did. So yeah, let's get on to Black Fly. Rides on various different flat rides, including the Black Fly and Kong. I'm now going to have some lunch, which today I've got a nice, tender, juicy cheeseburger with bacon, onion rings, and brioche bun. It works. It's really nice. It looks really nice. I've also got some mayonnaise as well. And also a latte from last week here. I also had one last week, didn't I? Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this video. I'm going to take a shower down onto this and then I'll continue on with the vlog. So after that meal at the burger restaurant, I'm going to go and do the ghost train again and do a couple of other rides as well. So I'll keep you informed, but yeah, so far I'm really enjoying today. West Midlands Safari carousel done, and also had a re-ride on the ghost train there. This park has got a really stacked lineup of rides. They're not the best of their kind, but they're still really good for what you're paying. I paid 35 quid to get in this park, and the amount of stuff I'm really enjoying is immense. I love this park so much. I think that now I'm going to get some re-rides on some of the coasters, and then I'm going to head over to the Loch Flume and maybe the Rapids as well, as they have got one, and I'll put in a couple of shots for you of those two rides in a minute. So yeah, I'm going to head on and get on with it. Dark ride again and the two coasters behind me. I am now feeling up for some water rides now, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to head for Zambezi Water Splash. This is your standard run-of-the-mill, typical Loch Flume. Nothing special really about it, but it's still a Loch Flume at the end of the day, and most of the unique Loch Flumes are gone. But at least we've got some sort of Loch Flume. I would love to see some new ones being built, but I don't know, they're just a dying breed now. Anyway, I'm going to head on to this ride, and I'll put in a quick few off-ride shots while I'm at it as well. So I'll see you in a moment. Nice and refreshing that was. Always nice to get back on some great Loch Flumes. Yes, it is a standard layout Loch Flume, but that doesn't make it any less good. Nice amount of wetness to that. yeah, that was really good. Yeah, log flumes may be a dying breed, but they still pack a punch, even though they are slowly but surely going extinct in custom form. Anyway, in standard layout form, they are fine, but in custom form, we have lost about 4 now, maybe even 5 actually. Just thinking about it, but yeah. Anyway, I'll get next up after this. I'm going to do the away tour, and then I'm going to do the rapids, I think, and then I think I'll get a bit more off-road shots, and then wrap up this video. Honestly, today has been amazing. You should really come subscribe to my channel, Rollercoaster Joasters. Have at you. Good day at West Midlands Safari. I've really enjoyed this park. This is one of the better looping group parks in my opinion, and yeah, it's awesome. I got my last Vekoma here behind me, Rhino coaster, and I've also got the Monkey Mayhem coaster and the Pinfari Caterpillar coaster over on the other side of the park. The only rides I missed today were Venom, which is just there behind me, and then also the pirate ship, which is just somewhere over there. I don't know where it is, but yeah, other than that, I've had a really fantastic day, and there's been so many enthusiasts here today as well. And yeah, this isn't the outro, by the way. I'm just kind of jumping on and explaining some things. I did the rapids as well, which is one of the wildest rapids I've ever done. I also did the log flume, which was fantastic. And yeah, unfortunately, that rapids over there kind of did hinder me a bit. If I zoom in there, I've got a bit of a plaster on because I kind of had my finger on the where you put your feet on the rapids ring, and the boat threw me to the side, and I ended up scraping my finger, so I had to have a bit of a medical emergency. But at the end of the day, I reported it, and it means that nothing like this can happen in the future. So yeah, safety is always paramount. But yeah, that is truly a wild rapids there. And ironically, it's called Wild River Rapids, I believe. So yeah, and then the Huss Frisbee, which is there. That was also awesome. It was a bit forceless than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bit more intense, because when I did the one at Move Park Germany, that one went just like had a boost mode almost on it after a little while. So yeah, I was hoping for a bit more kick out of that. And yeah, the Zamperla Disco was also fantastic. And overall, this park is just blowing my mind away how good it is. Some of these smaller parks are actually somewhat better themed than some of the bigger parks. Yes, they don't have the thrills, but they have more to offer than just thrills. They have the experiences, they also have all the atmosphere, the theming, and not only that, but just the whole park in general is well kept. And that's something more important than having just pure thrills, is having a really well kept park. Because you can have a park that has as many thrills as you want, but if it's not well kept, then what have you got? You've got basically not a very good park. So yeah, I'm really happy with West Midlands Safari. I'd say actually it's a step above Pleasurewood Hills for me, because although Pleasurewood Hills is good, the problem I have with it is the fact that there's not too many attractions. There's a lot of open space and a lot of open land for development purposes. And Drayton Manor, of course, tops this park in every way. But aside from the safari, which was also pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to head towards the park exit and do the outro for my vlog. So yeah, I'll see you in a moment once I make it out to the park. End my outro outside here by this rhino. But yeah, in terms of a park, I think West Midlands Safari is a great park. It really is definitely worth a visit if you're from the UK. If you're from abroad, I would say maybe it's worth a visit if you're into safaris and stuff like that. But definitely if you're from the UK, come visit this park, because it is a good one. It's blown my expectations away, and I have quite high expectations for all parks. So that's just to tell you how good it is. The safari, which is over there, was also fantastic. It was a good addition to the experience. You have the safari, animals, you've got the rides. The complete package is amazing. All the theming was really well landscaped and detailed, and yeah, overall this is a really good park. And if you can make your way out here, I would do if I were you. I would say this, for me, this probably is a yearly park rather than like something you go every like month or so. But yeah, this is definitely a park worth visiting, in my opinion, and you should get out here as soon as possible. But from me, Rollercoaster Joaster, to you, it's thank you for watching the video, and please like, comment, share and subscribe, as it does help my channel a lot. And stay tuned for more content from Rollercoaster Joasters. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!